What's up, YouTube? It's another fine morning in the life of a carnivore. I've got my buddy Reed here today, and we are working on his Mercedes. Reed, you want to tell us a little bit about your car?
Yeah, this is a 1980s Mercedes 300D with a 5-cylinder engine, W123 chassis. Great grandma car, but you know, I like to drive it around town. So today I think we're going to fix up the motor mounts and the transmission mounts for it. So pretty easy task for Jacob, so we'll get to it.
Yep, it's gonna be nice. He's underplaying it a lot. It's a diesel. It will roll coal sometimes. That don't mean it's got no power though. So we have these engine mounts and transmission mounts from Mercedes-Source.com. This looks to be pretty good quality stuff. And it also comes with a PDF when you order it as a kit to tell you how to install it. Alright guys, so to start off, we're going to take this fan shroud out, so that way when we go to jack up the motor, we will not destroy it by having the fan hit it. Pretty sure the way to do that is to pop these clips off, and then it'll just float out of place. Ta-da, it's free. Now it has space to wiggle around while we're trying to jack up on the motor. Alright, to take these engine mounts out, to start we're going to loosen this bolt right here. It is number 8 for your hex head, so it should be pretty easy to get to. Might need a breaker bar. Yeah, definitely going to need a breaker bar. Chewy. The instructions recommend changing these out every 8 years. And then the one on this side has got a bunch of junk in the way. So we jacked up on the engine a little bit, just running a board across on the oil pan so it's not denting in the oil pan. It's strong right there on the corners where it's got bends, but it's not strong in the middle. So we threw the board across, jacked up a little bit. That allowed this engine mount, the rubber on this side is so worn out that it was just coming through the hole that you're supposed to get the bolt out with. So we loosen that up so that we can cut out the rubber and be able to put the new mount in. Now when working on these, you do have to be careful to get the Allen wrench in correctly. If you don't, you could end up stripping out a bolt, which is what I might have done here. Get it in there. See, it just spins. The bolt doesn't turn anywhere. Now we're going to have some fun today. So the next step after stripping the bolts on the bottom would be to go through and loosen up these, I don't know if you can see them down in there. The other side's easier. There are 2 bolts on top of each of the engine mounts, one here and one on the inside. We'll just go through and take those off next. Well, that came off easier than I was expecting. Take the heat shield out. Of course, the one that doesn't need to be replaced as bad is easy to come out. This is one wore the slap out engine mount. Wow. This one ain't terrible, but you can tell it's wore out. Alright, so to get this side out that has the strip bolt on the bottom, we're going to remove the arm that mounts the rubber mount to the motor, and remove the mount. That way we have it all out of the car in a complete unit. Once we get it out of the car in a complete unit, we can try to get this bolt off without getting it stuck into the hard line or into the hard mount. So because the mount was stripped under here, we're going to be taking it off at the block here. To do this, there are 4 bolts. They're 17 millimeters, and it might be a little hard to get to on this side because of the AC lines, but we'll have to work with it. There you go. I got one more up here. Alright, now we gotta go to the top and get the other ones. Turn it off. The easiest tool to lose is the one you just set down.
Drop it down.
Well, there it went. So, due to stripping this bolt right here, we had to pull out the whole arm. And now comes for the fun part of getting it out. We'll have to do some thinking about how to do this, and we'll get back to you. Alright, so we've got this engine mount out and set up on the stand. As you can see, this bolt is stripped pretty badly. So we're going to try to get in there with some pliers and readjust the mount with the new one and throw it back in there. Not what I was hoping, but now it's completely stripped out.
No, you can't. Do you want to try cutting the rubber off there?
Yeah, that might be better.
So you can go in there, dude. There you go. Need some hard hitting love. Fuck you, kid.
Alright, so we got it off. Look at that. Look at this beautiful thing. It is back to being one piece. So now we just gotta set her back down in there. It should be easier to get in because it doesn't have all that other junk on it. And we'll put it in, throw our engine mount in, and be done.
What's this looking at?
Alright, so the engine mount was starting to make us a little angry. So we decided to switch gears. We got one more bolt to get left into the engine mount, but you can't get a ratchet to it, so we're going to take off this transmission mount and replace it. Honestly,
Do you mean you be replaced?
I mean, we're already down here, might as well.
Yeah. Tee off.
So those and these
are pretty big.
Yeah.
At least 20 for these.
Yep. And littler for that. So it's probably like a 12, a 20. Grab the ones that we had up front. Okay. They say you're supposed to use impact sockets on an impact gun, but I'm ready to be done with this, so.
Yeah, this was needed.
See how wobbly that one is?
Yeah.
It was needed for sure. This one's a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Now spin it in a circle. Other way. Hold that there. Other way around.
It's crazy how it just kind of sits on that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Reed has got done doing his first engine mount swap. First time really breaking into this car right here. What do you think of the experience? You happy you did it?
Yeah, I'm happy I did it, but damn, those fucking bolts are on tight.
Yeah. Well, we've got this car back together. We're gonna go to the beach and see how it runs. Thanks for watching.